Good morning, everyone. Bitcoin's building up to another great 1-2-3 formation, and the altcoins are setting up to what might be a slingshot event that's going to make people fantastically rich. Now, I don't know the future, but we've been preparing for these 1-2-3 formations for a long time, and now we see a whole bunch of them that have been setting up for 4 months. A 4-month-long bottom formation that is beautiful. And really, we got to play these really small if we're going to make any money out of it. So in this video, I'm going to go over Bitcoin on this chart. I'm going to go over the Bitcoin on the Bollinger Bands chart. And then I'm going to go through a whole bunch of different cryptos really quickly to go through the different bottom formations. And if you would like that short list of which are the crypto coins that I figure are crossing our thresholds, leave a comment down below and I'll post that a little bit later in the comment section or description down below. So here is Bitcoin, and we've been looking for the 1-2-3 formation as it's been coming down. We're watching all of the downtrends, and then any time frame we're looking for a 1-2-3. And of course, our main system is looking for the 1-2-3 to build out and the EMAs to cross on the 12-hour time frame, but we can look for these 1-2-3s on any time frame. So the other day we had an alert set out for a trade, something like this, where we would have been stopped out. We get in and it would have stopped us out at a small loss. And it's important to do those trades and take that small loss. That is a correct way to trade in order to be there just in case it does take off, because we can never know. So it's making another 1-2-3 formation out of a megaphone pattern here. And if we're starting to look at the relative strength index underneath it, I'm really liking the divergence that's setting up here. So we had the nice 4 hits off the top, the 1-2-3 top. The EMAs crossed over, gave us our exit signal on about June the 14th, thereabouts. And now we've got a bullish divergence in the RSI on the daily time frame. And when I go to the weekly time frame and get rid of the clutter here for a second, we can see that the weekly RSI has pulled back deeply enough to be a good settle for a continuation. So it's a good place to be watching for the 1-2-3 and the continuation to go higher. Now I'll quickly go through the Bollinger Bands. So we're looking at the 12-hour, where the other day I was watching that we came outside the third standard, made the 1-2-3, got faked out, it pinched and came down to another one. So we have to watch again. This one's more precarious to me now, though, that we are lower than the nice formation that we had in April. So for Bitcoin, it's actually come lower than the April low, and it's making this 1-2-3. Because it's making the 1-2-3 outside this third standard and inside the second standard deviation, it becomes a much more important signal. And as the 4-hour is pinching down here, it's giving us confirmation of which way it's going to go. If it goes down below these levels, we have to assume it's going to hit $40,000. It's going to go way down. But I'm expecting that it's going to consolidate above this 1-2-3 and start to give us some structure for the bull. And you say $40,000, how did I come up with that? I don't know the future. I'm totally guessing. So what I do is I take this guessing tool called the Fibonacci, and I stretch it out according with these 1-2-3 tops, and it just matches up with 40,000 support and resistance. So it's a total guesstimate. Now, what I want to do with the next part of the video is to quickly go through some alts. I've got another special coming up here today where I'm doing training on artificial intelligence automations. And super excited about how that stuff's going, because I'm learning step by step how to get that ChatGPT automation to look inside my spreadsheet and do my work for me every day. And this is the kind of stuff that I'll be teaching it to do, is look for the 1-2-3 bottom formation, the break of the downtrend line, and then when the EMAs cross over, that's our signal. This would be our risk zones for the 1 inch on this chart here. So any of the charts now that are holding above the April lows and they're making a 1-2-3 formation, those are the sweet ones. We could just go chart after chart after chart, grab those short list, put a little bit of money into each of these, watch it so that you get out if it goes down lower, because we don't know the future, and then manage risk if it goes higher. So now I want to quickly go through and just scope out how many opportunities there are setting up right now. And up above, we have this short list of those coins that went into alert status and then pulled back. Those are the coins that just gave us the 1, 2, 3 breakout on the 4-hour time frame. They surged up and they pulled back. So any of those now that are stepping up, those are going to be our favorite. So I would really want to look through all those 14 hold status coins, the 5 partial hold status coins, the 11 alert status, the 1 new alert, 2 new, and 1 new hold, 2 new alerts. I'd go through all those step at a time and make a decision on each of those to do stage 1 of the trade, which is to decide where's my entry, where would my stop loss be, and where would my profit target be. For my own part, I put all the profit targets up at about 400% profit, way up there to unexpectable breakouts, because they happen. So I don't want to get out too early. I want to leave that way up there. And then let's continue on here. So this is a chart that isn't one of my favorites, and it would fall off the list because it didn't hold above the April lows. And again, I don't know the future. This really could take off from this bottom and just do a moonshot. I don't know, but it's not on my short list, and I can't go on my short list. This is one that has to be on my short list, even if I don't know anything about the coin, even if I have an opinion that's opposite. This is the pattern that we're looking to trade. So here again, I'm on the 1 day so that I can get some perspective and I can look back quickly to see where this is versus previous support and resistance. So the coins that are holding above support and resistance from the past, I like them better. And if it's holding above support and resistance from the past, I like them better yet. But even if I like it better or not, whatever, it's got the it's got the break of the downtrend line. It's got the 1, 2, 3 formation setting up. The EMAs are crossing over on the 12-hour time frame. So even though it's not one of my favorites as I go through and sort them all, this overrides my favoritism by its chart pattern, and I just have to do it. Okay, this one I can't do anything with yet. And I would wait a week or so, a few days, to see if this builds a better formation out of this bottom here. So let's keep going. I can't comment on all of them except to say yes, no. Now that you've got the overview, leave a comment down below if you find any of this helpful. It really makes a difference in how the video gets spread on YouTube, and it makes me feel good. Let's get honest there. Alice, I was really expecting better, and it slid down to where risk control saves our butt, and we have to just keep watching it. I can't do it yet. Can't do it. No. And I have some of this off exchange. It's just sitting there. No. No. And I was expecting something out of this, so I'll have to watch for that in a couple days. Not yet. No. Yes, and I don't think I can actually trade it. I'm watching this chart, but I don't think I can actually trade it. But that's consolidating nicely that if I had an alert in this now, this old alert up here would be stale, and I would want to move this down, reset the alert, rewrite it, so that my risk would be better managed this way than if I got in, if it wicked, popped up. So anyway, let's continue. This is a good chart. I like this alert. No, I can't do it. Let's go back out to the daily so we get that longer term perspective. And then it's easy to see if this is shaping up a little bit when we're in the long term perspective. So scrolling down, not bad, not my favorite, but it's setting up to where I have to do something because of that bottom formation. It's not as good as having the bottom formation that held by April, but that one overrides me again where I have to do it. Nothing here. Nothing here. And this was one of my favorites a long time ago. And it cost me by holding on to my favorite instead of getting out when the signal told me to get out. It happens so much that I need to automate all of this stuff so that I remove that human element of my opinion from all these trades. So here's the 1, 2, 3. This is setting up where I would leave that alert where it is. Not yet, but watching it. Okay, we're into this one, and I didn't move the stop loss up. I think I commented on it the other day. I didn't move the stop loss up, and I'm glad I didn't. And I still can't move the stop loss. It's better, but I'd still wait for it to move up, consolidate, and then I could move the stop loss just above my entry. Pardon me. AXS, back out to the long term so that I can see that it's not holding above the supports that I am favoring. No. Yes, but I was expecting better. Yeah, there's the US dollar price of bake. Band have to wait, but it's close. This is getting closer, but it's still lower than the April lows. So closer, that would have taken a loss on this, and I would be watching for the consolidation again, just like Bitcoin. And this will go fast when it goes, so I can't wait on this too much. Yeah. As soon as it gives me a place where I can get a toe hold, you know what, if I was a mountain climber, then I'm going to manage risk by my position size, not by my stop loss level. No. 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 Not yet. Yes, but I can't jump into this one because it's at a top formation and continuing. So I don't do those ones anymore because they've burned me so often that I just wait. I have to wait for that to do something more drastic. Banker Network token, I like it. I've been liking this for a while and watching it. Wow, this is just so killer. So rude. That would have stopped a lot of people out. Let's go on. Nope. Okay, so this doesn't fit in as a crypto would. Yet, as you know, I'm watching for this to bounce off of this and get some strength. And if it doesn't, we're going down to 40K. So our main system still already has us in cash, and we're looking for getting back into the alts and to Bitcoin. Wow, I was expecting more from Cake. So a lot of these coins I was expecting more from, and they've been sliding off. So it just got to follow the EMA crossover and the exits when it does, or get your stop above your entry and be willing to sit through that. Okay, there's comp. I like it. So there's a few that are turning the corner that I like the chart pattern on, that we're doing stuff with. CRV is a little too soon yet. And those early movers are the ones that we have to be here every single day for in order to get those early movers when they are crossing the 1, 2, 3s. Other than that, we're going to be late. And you can't swing the bat late at a baseball game. It doesn't work. So we have to be there, and we have to just hit all these small formations with a tiny trade. There we go. So Dot's going to give me back some of my loss there. Dusk. So Dusk I want to reposition into. It did some nice moves earlier, and I want to do something with it. But I can't yet. Even though it could take off from here, I'm going to wait for this to give me a bit more. This has a better formation where I've got a longer time frame than with Dusk. It's such a short, small time. It could take off, but the DYDX is looking a lot better. And I haven't had a signal in this one in quite a while. I was expecting it earlier. Yeah, this was so nice. Now we'll do it again. EGLD, I missed it. I wasn't there. Now I've got the signal out, but it's a pretty risky one. I'll have to watch that one if I do get triggered in. Okay, it's got some support from the past, so the 1, 2, 3 gets more favorable. I can't jump in now because it's got too wide of a range, but I'm watching for this to consolidate in the next couple days. And if it gives some sort of consolidation, we'll play it. ENJ. No way. Not yet. ENS was a good one, and I couldn't have predicted it back in April, but held on to it, and it's turned out really nice. I didn't do the add-on here as it pulled back, which in hindsight, it's always great. And I'm not going to do the add-on here, though I could. The formation is close enough. that I could add on, and my if the position sizes were identical, then my average entry would be down here and my stop loss could be in such a place that I'm not going to lose any of my original money. So I could increase my position size, but not increase my risk on this position. This is what I'm wanting to do, and with all these trades over the period of time, but I'm not going to do that one. I'm waiting for something to pull back more. So these ones I can't do anything with. Let me zoom back out again. Not yet. I was wanting it. Ethereum I'm liking better, and it's held us in. That's the first panel of, so that's 67. FET came back and tagged this trade out, so my stop was too close on that, and I'd have to re-trigger that and reset it up again. And that's just the cost of trading. So this isn't a nice enough 1, 2, 3 for me to do anything with yet. Same here, I can't act on that one yet, not yet. Let me zoom back out. Getting closer. So Flux could do something in a couple days. I'll watch that one. Okay, we're touching into front again now, and I really like the higher lows on this chart. That's really nice. FTM, I was ready for it. That's a stale alert. I could move the alert down and tighten it up now, but it's not a 1, 2, 3. So I have to step aside, remove that stale alert from the spreadsheet so it doesn't get accidentally tagged in. This is making a better 1, 2, 3 formation for a re-entry now. It's not a real 1, 2, 3. It's kind of a 3, 2, 1, but it's close enough that I smudge those in. It's not holding above support, but you know, it's close enough that it actually could be smudged in with a really small trade. No. Yep, could be. Yep. So I don't know if I got into this and I'm holding it or not. I have to check the spreadsheet. I didn't pull that up yet. I got a few other things to do, so I just wanted to quickly go through these charts, and then I'll do the short list later, and leave a comment down below if you want that short list. HFT, high, not yet. Hook, not yet. ICP, okay. I don't know anything, but this is a 1, 2, 3 and a nice downtrend line. It's back to historical support. It's a better play than many. No. Okay, this one I grabbed as it came all the way back, and I don't know if I'm holding it or if it got kicked out. IMX, same thing. I don't know if I'm holding or if I got kicked out on it, but I grabbed a trade on that. I'll have to check the spreadsheet. INJ is setting up really nicely. So this is like the third of the really nice charts in the whole series. IOTX, my alert is up a little high. It's kind of stale. I should bring it down now, and I like this chart. I like the support from the past in September. Joe, what's going on? Nope. There's a good one again. So what are we at now? 5 super good charts. I like that. And it's not one I'm trading on some of the exchanges. It's only on Kucoin exchange, I think, that I have that. Clay is close. Gotta watch it because it'll probably do something super fast. Nope. Very close. Very close. Not yet. Very close. Kind of disappointing. That one got me. I saw those higher lows and was super stoked on that one, and it came back and kicked me out. So I have to redo that one, and I still like it. I still like that setup. Link, I'm loving it. This is a really good setup. So now we're at 6 maybe of the really good ones. No. And this is so worth it to go through this and find these 6. This is number 7, 6 or 7 charts that are way ahead of the entire group. Put a little bit into that and get your great percentage gains. I would love to hear your success stories. So Litecoins come all the way back, and it burned me on this trade. I got kicked out, but I'll get back in on this one. I like this bottom formation. Magic, I tried that earlier and had to step back. Mana, I've just put out the alert on that. It didn't kick me, it didn't trigger me in, so I'm leaving the alert where it is. Matic, I like this chart too, really good. I was expecting more from this out of the bottom formation from April to June, and then MBOX, same thing. Wow. There's a few of them. This one as well, quite a few of them. Now this is a better formation, and I was hesitant to get into it because it looks like it's just been squeezed like a squeeze box, up and down, and I was afraid of it. But I'm in, and I didn't get kicked out. I don't think so. Here we are. This is a good chart, actually. It's not the screaming favorite, but it's a good chart. Not bad. I like that it did a huge move and it's come right back down to historical support so that there's not much downside risk on that. Not yet. Wait on that one a bit. So there's our third of the 4 panels. Now we've got another 90 coins to go. Near higher lows. This is a great chart number 7 or a great chart number 8. No. Maybe not yet. All right. Not yet, but you know that could just blast right off. It's not one of my favorites, but not one of my favorites. Not one of my favorites. Not no, no, no. Wow. Okay, this is getting better. I think I'm still holding some ordi at a loss, and we'll see how that turns out over time. Yes, I like this chart. Not quite yet. I'm watching for this to be a top formation and pull down now from this point. If Bitcoin's taking off, PAXG will come down from here. These two charts are seemingly exact opposites. So if Bitcoin's going up, then PAXG is coming down. Pendle came back quite a bit. But let's see, is that going to consolidate and keep going? People came back to a nice add-on position here. I'm not sure if I got kicked out of my whole position or what, but this did hit one of my stops. So I have to double check that on the exchange to be sure where that position is. Okay, so perp. I was excited about that earlier, but no, it just went past it without even talking about it. PHB tagged me in, kicked me out with some noise there. Pond, I was really excited about. I was up some great profit. I think I'm still holding it. Nothing here. No, not yet. Not yet. No. 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 Yes. So raise like good chart number 9, I think, out of all these. No. No. Maybe later. Yes, this is going to build into something. It's going to totally go crazy. And I don't really know. It's just the chart looks so great because of the higher lows all the way along, consolidating against the historical highs. Where's the line? Right, bouncing off historical highs. So this is a new floor, and it's hit that floor how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 touches of death. It's making a break of a down trend line. The 1, 2, 3, nice hammer reversal candles here. Love it. Beautiful. Zoom back out. I'm not sure if I got wicked in and killed on this one, but again, it's the small time frame, so you got to trade the small dollar amounts. Not yet on that one. Getting her done. Sand. So we can see where the alert status in the Altseason Copilot was flashing all these alerts, and then they came back. Then it was flashing the next group, and then it came back. Then it was flashing the last group, and it came back. So it is really handy for keeping us out, for telling us to get ready, but keeping us out until the thing actually changes directions. So we're not trading opinion, we're trading the market actually changing direction. So I really like the Altseason Copilot. It is a fantastic tool. Santos, not yet. Okay, this is holding above support. So as it builds something out, I'll get more excited about this one. I like it. This is a good chart. It's built. Well, look at these. This is a rare one, actually. The 1, 2, 3s stacking on a 1, 2, 3, building up. It's not giving me a really clear entry point and a nice consolidation yet, but I like the chart. Lots of comments on SHIB, and it is coming down in a parallel channel. That if it makes a 1, 2, 3 and it breaks out of that parallel channel, it's a play. And you could put a small bit in there, wait for it to consolidate, and then look for the add-on for it. Oh, I was expecting this one to do something. I put the trade on there. I'll have to clear that away and redo it in a day or two when it fills out that bottom better. No, not yet. SOL. This is one that my opinion would be to say don't play because it's a top and so it's not a 1, 2, 3 bottom. But it was consolidating with higher lows, so I put the trade on. It's okay, so I could tighten up the stop now to manage risk on it. This is a more favorable chart to me because it's coming down to the bottoms. It didn't tag us in yet, so we can just leave this as it is. Not quite yet. Needs more time. Needs more time. Good. I like the chart, but it needs more time to consolidate into something I can play. I like this chart too, and it is coming down, but it needs to build a new 1, 2, 3 here so that I can get a toe hold. Same, got to build a 1, 2, 3. So there's a whole bunch that are really close. This needs a lot more time. There's a bunch that are really close now, and there's 10 or so that are really on the edge that we need to prepare for. This one, give me a week or so. Theta, less than a week, 4 or 5 days. This is a really nice one, a parallel trend line. 1, 2, 3 formation. When those EMAs cross, it's going to be a good one. TIA got me. I thought it would catch here. I'm not sure if I'm holding that at a loss or not, and I'd be happy to hold it at a loss. TON, now, it's actually looking like a top formation I want to pay attention to, because it's making the trend line. I'll have to watch this one now. My tummy's growling. TRB, and this microphone catches everything. So TRB has come back to where I can draw in a consolidation. This big wick up there makes it hard to keep the chart in perspective. TRU, I was getting ready for the add-on, but it's come back. So I don't know if I added on to that or not. And it would be good if I didn't, because then I could reconsider this and watch for the next place to add on, because it has come back. It is consolidating into something nice. TRX, got a little position in that. I could probably move the stop loss up on that one. That's the first one I made that comment on, that I could move the stop loss up. Got just touched into TWT. I like that chart. UMA, I got to wait a little bit longer. If I get wicked into that, it'll be a higher risk trade, so I should probably clear that and wait longer. UNFI, we're wicked into, we're holding it. Uni, wicked me in, kicked me out. I hate it, but got to do it at the same time. No, not yet, not yet. No, 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 no. Those are quick. No, okay, no, no, no. And Woo, you owe me. I had taken a few losses on Woo. So now that it's come way back here, let me zoom out so I can see the whole thing. Wow, whole new lows. Oh, okay. I got schooled on that one. Losses and losses, and it's still not making me a bottom formation to get my losses back on. I don't know this one, but the stop should be above the entry now, and risk should be managed on that, so there should be no more risk on that. It's broken out, consolidated, made some strength. I got to protect that risk now. If it comes back lower than that support and resistance, I'm out. I can redo it later. Okay, XML, I'm watching for. I'm expecting to do a signal in that, and never mind. I'll write one up after the stream, because it matches the signal. It's got all the stuff. It's got the EMAs crossing on the 12-hour time frame. It's got the break of the downtrend line. The EMAs are crossing over. So my opinion has to go out the window. It's easier to throw my opinion out the window for these bottom formation buy-ins than it is to throw my opinion out the window for the top formation exits. Same thing with Ripple. I don't know if we got wicked into this and kicked out, but I'm back for another swing at the bat here. Okay, this one needs to have an alert done for it as well. So there's one. Not yet. This one needs to be cleared up. That's a stale alert now. I need to give it some more time to build me something a little nicer. That one needs an alert. This can consolidate now, and I could do something on a new consolidation since it's given me a bottom. Nothing on ZIL, nothing on ZRX quite yet. This is closer than ZIL. Woo! That goes through them all in record time. So if you would like the short list, leave a comment down below and I will add that to the description a little bit later. I'm going to finish that up now, but I'm getting ready for a live stream for the AI business plans where I'm automating social media and automating content creation using artificial intelligence. And it's a stepping stone for me to learn how to do that same thing for the cryptocurrency niche, as well as to have the artificial intelligence actually doing the spreadsheet for me every day. And then I'll just report on what the AI has done with our trading today. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. You are a trooper. Trade safe.